After a convincing opening day victory on Tuesday, the Lopes are back in action as they move on from the Red Hawks to the Fighting Hawks as we welcome you inside the GCU Arena for some women's basketball action between the Grand Canyon University Lopes and the North Dakota Fighting Hawks. Jack O'Hara here with you alongside Marley Thompson as the Lopes look to move to 2-0 on the season after a very impressive win over Benedictine.
You're right, Jack. The Lopes demonstrated the purple pride that runs through their veins, taking home the win against the Fighting Hawks 72-53. And some dynamic players that helped the team was Jada Holland and Carla Balagay. Jada Holland scored 18 points with 4 assists, debuting as a freshman, and sophomore Carla Balagay obtained 7 rebounds. Now, we do have a young team, but Coach Powell reminds the girls to look at where they were in the summer and look at where they are now, and they are for sure taking the right steps in the right direction. And
the Lopes looking to move to 2-0 against a Fighting Hawks team that kind of ran into a lion's den on Tuesday against the Wildcats out in Tucson.
That is right. They are looking for their first season win this year after they lost to U of A 74-42. So we'll see if they have what it takes to take on this fresh, young, and energetic Lopes GCU team.
Will the Lopes be able to take care of business on this Friday afternoon? There's only one way to find out. Women's basketball action right around the corner, right here, right now on GCU TV.
November is known for Thanksgiving and Black Friday sales. Sanderson Ford is changing Black Friday to Blue Friday to show our support for law enforcement. Purchase a new Expedition with 0% financing for 72 months, plus $7,000 cash back. Save 20% off on EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Fusion, and Fiesta. Similar savings on over 500 trucks in stock. Plus, get a Ring doorbell to help protect your family and our community. Don't miss the Blue Friday sales event on now at Sanderson Ford.
You have a foundation of strong values. You belong where your passions come to life. Grand Canyon University's online degree program in cybersecurity makes it convenient for you to join the newest front in keeping your community safe. GCU teaches you how to secure and protect a virtual environment. Join the growing field of cybersecurity.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
After their opening day victory on Tuesday against Benedictine, the Lopes are ready to get back at it as we welcome you inside the GCU Arena for women's basketball action as the Grand Canyon University Lopes go from the Red Hawks on Tuesday to the Fighting Hawks here on this Friday afternoon, taking on the North Dakota Fighting Hawks in the heart of Phoenix, Arizona. Jack O'Hara here with you alongside Marley Thompson as the Lopes again look to continue riding their momentum that they created for themselves on Tuesday afternoon with a convincing win over Benedictine.
Yes, that's right, Jack. And some key points here to remember throughout this game is that the team must keep up their momentum as they keep moving forward to secure more wins, going on and on and on. And remember that every point counts. Another key point that their coach couldn't stress enough is to make sure that they are to be about it. That is their theme this year. That is their motto. Not to just be about it on the court, but be about it also off the court as well. And the girls also must enjoy the learning process. Since this is a young team, they have to be constantly reminded that you're not going to get it the first time, and you're going to have to keep trying and trying, but you are going to get there. And Coach Powell is happy with how the team is looking so far.
And of course, everybody enjoying the ride thus far, 1-0 after a big 72-53 victory over the Red Hawks of Benedictine on Tuesday here in Phoenix. Again, trying to improve to 2-0, a brand new roster. Our very own Montana Lambton even mentioned it on opening day on Tuesday. The Lopes have the second youngest roster in all of women's college basketball. They have 4 new freshmen on the squad, 8 total newcomers, which will be led by sophomores Laura Piera and Carla Balagay on this roster. But before the opening tip-off here on this Friday afternoon, we'll send it down to the court for prayer, national anthem, and of course the starting lineups.
GCU Junior majoring in marketing.
Hey God, thank you so much for today. Thank you for all these amazing people being able to get here safely, Lord. I pray for safety over the basketball players, Lord, and just have a great time today. In your name I pray, amen.
And now, fans, we ask that you please remain standing as we now honor our flag and our country with our national anthem. The Star Spangled Banner will be performed this afternoon by Mountain Sky Elementary School, led by Kirsten Dukeshire. The Mountain Sky Elementary School. And now, let's meet the players and coaches competing in today's game. First for the visiting team, the North Dakota Fighting Hawks. A 6'1" forward, number 1, Jacqueline Jarnett. A 5'10" guard, number 10, Claire Orth. A 5'7" guard, number 12, Elena Jarnett. A 5'9" guard, number 20, Michaela Reinke. And a 6'2" forward, number 24, Julia Fleece. Head coach for the Hawks is Travis Brewster. And now GCU fans, get on your feet, make some noise for the starting lineup for your Grand Canyon University Antelopes. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Barcelona, Spain, number 5, Laura Piera. At forward, a 6'2" sophomore from Barcelona, Spain, number 12, Carla Balaguer. At guard, a 5'10" freshman from Langley, British Columbia, number 13, Tavia Rowell. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Spanaway, Washington, number 23, Tiana Brown. And at forward, a 6'4" senior from Killeen, Texas, number 34, Tasia Daniel. Head coach for the Lopes is Nicole Powell, assisted by Brad Langston, Taylor High, and Sydney Crafton.
And to just reiterate the starting lineups for North Dakota, going with Jacqueline Jarnett, Claire Orth, Elena Jarnett, Michaela Reinke, and Julia Fleeks. And of course, the usual suspects for the Grand Canyon University Lopes is going to be the sophomore Laura Piera, Carla Balaguer, Tavia Rowell, the British Columbia native, Tiana Brown, and of course, the powerhouse senior, Deja Daniel. It's game number 2 here in the regular season for the Lopes. They were picked to finish in 7th in WAC conference play by the WAC media to begin the season. In a stacked conference that includes California Baptist, New Mexico State, Chicago State, Kansas City, Seattle U, just to name a few. as it looks like we are ready for action inside the GCU arena. Looks like it's going to be Deja Daniel with the tip-off for the Lopes. Lopes are ready, the Fighting Hawks are ready, and let's do it here in Phoenix. And the Lopes will start out with possession, and we are underway here in the heart of Phoenix, Arizona. Piera has it at the top of the key. Piera looking for Deja Daniel on the outside. Back to Piera. Laura Piera, of course, with 9 points in the home opener against Benedictine, finds Deja Daniel in the paint going up. Looking for the foul call, doesn't get it as it rolls out of bounds. And just like that, the Fighting Hawks will take over. So it's going to be Jarnett taking things up here for North Dakota. Again, North Dakota coming off a very difficult loss as they pull up from three. It goes in and out of the bucket. Piera picks it back up for the Lopes. North Dakota coming off a 32-point loss against the Arizona Wildcats up in Tucson just 2 nights ago. Kiana Brown takes it inside, looking to put it up against the glass. Won't find it there. Going the other way with it is Ranky. Ranky in the paint finds Fleeks on the outside. Fleeks with the double team. Piera and Rowell with the 2-on-1 attack as it goes out of bounds. So North Dakota will inbound it.
Yes, Jack. So Travis Brewster is the head coach for North Dakota. He is entering his 8th season with the Fighting Hawks and has led them to over 100 wins in his time that he has been here.
He's got to like that effort from Fleeks, who comes away with the first score of the afternoon here inside the GCU arena. As the Lopes look to capitalize, Piera looking for Balagay on the outside. Back to Brown at the top of the key.
2 players on the opposing team that the girls need to look out for are actually both sisters. It is Jacqueline and Elena Jarnett.
As it looks like Carla Balagay, looks like that was Tavia Rowell coming away with the first score of the night for the Lopes. Puts it up against the glass to even things up at 2 apiece. As Jarnett takes it the other way, you see the breakaway play. No look pass there from Laura Piera as Rowell puts it in for the first score of the afternoon. Jarnett at the top of the key from downtown again, just a little bit short as it goes up against the glass. Deja Daniel with the rebound. Finds Laura Piera at the top of the key. Piera setting things up here on offense, again with 2 3-pointers in that game against Benedictine on Tuesday. Finds Deja Daniel, back to Piera. Piera going up against Jarnot. We'll find Brown in the corner, thought about going for 3. Goes in the paint, off the glass, and she comes away with her first score of the night. It's 4-2 Lopes. So a nice play there from Tiana Brown as we take another look here on the replay. It looked like Jarnett had her matched up for the 3-point attempt. It ends up going inside the paint for the score, and the Lopes will take it the other way once again. Good defensive possession right there for the purple and white. As Brown takes it up, going up against Ranky. Finds Rowell, finds Deja Daniel, goes inside to Carla Balagay, who finds the glass and puts it up for her first score of the night. And just like that, the Lopes up by 4 at 6-2.
And obviously you can see it that the Lopes are for sure hitting that key point of keeping up the momentum here on the court, starting really early, testing the opposing team and seeing what they're made of.
Not really giving them any room to breathe here early on is this defense. Deja Daniel going up against Ranky right here. Ranky thought about pulling up for 3, won't find it. Finds Jarnett. Jarnett looking for the inside pass. 3-on-1 attack from the Lopes. Piera snags it away from Jarnett. Back to Piera. Wild pass there from Tavia Rowell. Doesn't get away from Piera as she'll set up at the top of the key once again. Lopes looking to take a sizable lead as Deja Daniel looking for the score as she gets fouled just outside the paint. It looks like we'll see a few substitutions for North Dakota right off the bat here as the Lopes will look to inbound it here on offense, up by 4. Just 3.5 minutes into quarter number 1. As you can take another look here on that replay, just outside the paint, Deja Daniel gets fouled. First foul of the night for North Dakota. So Tiana Brown will inbound it just underneath the basket, finds Deja Daniel. Right outside the paint, finds Laura Piera on the outside. Back to the top of the key, 2-on-1 attack as she finds Balagay. Balagay looking for Rowell on the outside. Good coverage right here from the North Dakota Fighting Hawks, looking to bounce back again after a 32-point loss to the Arizona Wildcats on this West Coast trip. Piera throws it up as the shot clock expires, and North Dakota will take it the other way. So the Lopes just couldn't muster anything on that last offensive possession. As you see right there, Coach Nicole Powell can't be too happy about that last possession. Tremendous defense from North Dakota as they turn things back over on offense, looking to make something happen, as this Lopes defense throughout the first 4 minutes in this one has been nearly unstoppable. Only 2 scores so far in this one, as Ranke came away with the floater. And a wide open Jarnett on the outside. She's going to hit it and get North Dakota right back in this game. 6-5 lead now for the Lopes, and a much needed basket for North Dakota.
And even though GCU has a young team, the experience that they have and Powell playing them is what is going to make our team into a very dynamic team in the future, which is going to be key to get to where they want to be.
And again, second youngest team in all of women's college basketball, which says a lot about the youth in this team. Tiana Brown looking inbound things for the Lopes once again. Again, once had a 4-point lead, cut to 1 after that 3-point shot from Xander. First 3-point shot of the night from either side. Brown looking for Pierre on the outside. Pierre looking for some room to work with, slashing and dashing inside the paint. Finds Deja Daniel, doesn't get the roll. Looking for the rebound was May Bryant. She's not going to come away with it, but another foul is going to go against the Lopes. North Dakota now has an opportunity to take their first lead of the night as Jarnett inbounds it. Leet will take it up. Leet finds Jarnett on the outside. Looks for the inside pass, just a little too high, but North Dakota remains in possession. As Xander on the outside again, looking for another score, gets fouled inside the paint. And we'll see another inbound pass here. Looks like it's going to be Jarnett just underneath the basket.
Now, last time the North Dakota and GCU faced off was in 2016. And the last time they were here in the GCU arena was in their season 2000 to 2001. So I'm sure a lot has changed for them throughout those years.
I think it's safe to say it's been quite a long time, Marley, as another foul going against the Fighting Hawks. Those fouls really hurt them in that Tuesday game against Arizona, coming away with 23 total fouls as Laura Piera takes it back up for the Lopes. Full court press coming from the Fighting Hawks early on in this one. Trying to keep this a sizable deficit, only down by 1. Balagay finds Daniel on the inside. Once again, doesn't get the roll. And a very dangerous play there for North Dakota, but they remain in possession. Coming up with it is Jarnett at the top of the key, right by the foul line. Doesn't come away with the shot, just a little too short, as Tiana Brown's going to find Laura Piera on the outside. Piera to Rowell from downtown. Give it to her. Tavia Rowell, the British Columbia native, picks up the first 3-point shot of the day for the Lopes. And it wasn't even close. Wide open shot.
Love the execution on that play. And again, they are emphasizing on getting all those points, and they have for sure shown that through the cleanliness that they have done.
And a very frustrating effort there from Leet, who unable to get the pass off, as Tiana Brown with an easy roll off the glass for her first layup of the day. And just like that, the Lopes out to a sizable 6-point advantage, almost too easy there for Tiana Brown against an almost non-existent North Dakota defense. Jarnett, the top of the key. Pierre on her one-on-one, gets the pick from downtown, trying to get the Fighting Hawks back in this game, doesn't get the roll again. Tavia Brown, not holding anything back, finds Pierre on the outside. Piera driving, gets the foul, and she'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
This summer, Laura Piera and sophomore Carla Balagay were actually on the Spanish national team this summer, and they helped them take home the bronze and make sure that they could execute, and through that they learned a lot more information as well that they could bring to the team.
And added a lot more chemistry to this roster as well, Marley, as the Fighting Hawks are forced to take their first timeout, down by 6. We'll take a quick break here, but don't go anywhere. You're watching GCU women's basketball action right here on GCU TV.
Let's actually do it right.
Hi guys, what's up? Have you guys ever heard of Ask GCU?
I have heard of it.
I have before, yeah.
What is your favorite Ask GCU episode?
Why I should go to GCU?
Probably the best food place.
You know, we all love food.
Yeah.
So probably that episode.
What's the best way to drink a stampede?
Go Carts.
What is your favorite Ask GCU episode?
All of them.
Yeah. Thank you.
My favorite episode is probably where they asked about the Chick-fil-A line.
The breakfast one's pretty good.
The one where you guys talk about the best places to have breakfast on campus and everyone said Chick-fil-A.
That's the best breakfast I ever had.
The Welcome Week episode.
The Welcome Week one, that one's really clutch.
The Welcome Week, where Brittany jumps around into people's cars and asks them questions. Remember, kids, don't get into people's vehicles.
I just really like you guys.
I just like it when you're in it.
You too.
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
Back here on GCU TV as the North Dakota Fighting Hawks forced to take their first time out of the afternoon as the Lopes currently lead by 6. A wide open layup from Tiana Brown moments ago. Almost non-existent North Dakota defense. Tavia Rowell picking up her first three-pointer of the afternoon, coming off a 13-point performance against Benedictine on Tuesday. And Marley, you got to like what you see so far from this offense as well as this defense really shutting down North Dakota.
Yes, Jack, it is looking very promising that they could possibly secure their second win. However, when North Dakota and GCU have played in the past, North Dakota has beat them every single time. So hopefully the fresh team and a new set of feet and eyes out on the court is just what this team needs for the turnaround against North Dakota.
And again, it's been quite a long time, last facing off in the 2000-2001 season, as Laura Pierre hits one of 2 free throws to put her team up by 7. As Jarnett gonna find Leet at the top of the key from downtown, won't find it there. Jarnett gets the rebound. In the paint goes Ranke, who's gonna get, well, it seemed like she was gonna get fouled. Doesn't get the call as Brown's gonna take the other way. Finds Tavia Rowell, pass a bit wide. She's gonna shoot from the corner, sinks it. Nothing but net. As Tavia Rowell now with 5 points on the night, an errant pass from Brown. But Tavia Rowell obviously makes the most of it.
And it's always fun watching the teammates on the side get up and boost her up and get excited and everything. And Coach Powell was for sure happy with how they executed that right there.
And then Felix gets fouled inside the paint, going up for a score, so she'll shoot 2 from the line. A couple of subs coming back in. Leet will take a seat as Borowitz steps in for North Dakota. Again, down by 9, looking to get back in this one early on in this first quarter. She hits her first free throw of the night, first point of the day.
Coach Powell also mentioned that the girls need to figure out how to deal with pressure during games like this, because although a lot of our fresh and newcomers come from championship teams, it is different when you have to merge all together and play with people you are not used to playing with yet.
Rowell gonna find Brown. Back to Rowell at the top of the key. And full court press coming from North Dakota, down by 7 at the moment. Just looking to chip away. Deja Daniel hits that one off the glass, unable to get the roll as Jarnett will take it the other way. So we'll see if North Dakota tries to slow things down here, trying to get back in this one. Down by 7. Again, Jarnett only played 27 minutes in that game on Tuesday against Arizona. Finds Leet at the top of the key. Leet gonna go back to Jarnett. Jarnett looking, looks like Xander in the corner. Xander inside the paint, goes for the floater off the glass, and the bank is open for Xander as North Dakota now only trails by 5. So Tiana Brown.
And we keep mentioning Deja Daniels, who is our senior here at GCU, and she has been a dynamic player again. When we talk about dynamic players, Deja Daniels is a definition of dynamic player.
Jarnett finds Xander in the corner. Xander looking to take it herself, finds Jarnett on the outside from downtown. Not enough backspin on that one. As Holland takes it the other way for the Lopes. Holland with a big game on Tuesday against Benedictine. Finds Deja Daniel. Daniel not going to get the roll again. A couple of frustrating offensive possessions for that Lopes senior. on those last two possessions. Pass a little bit too high from Manson, as the Lopes will take back over on offense. A frustrating performance thus far for North Dakota, as they look to go on some sort of substantial run here, down by 5. They once trailed by 9, as they currently are on a 4-0 scoring run. The Lopes look to turn the tables once again. Once again, a full court press coming from North Dakota.
And you can tell on Deja's face when she went to go sit down that she was very frustrated. And now she's talking on the sideline with the coach and hopefully going to turn that around for the team.
Of course, Coach Nicole Powell trying to utilize this depth as much as she can. Again, a ton of depth, a ton of newcomers, 8 newcomers, 11 total underclassmen on this roster. Tavia Rowell with the inbound pass. Jarnett looking to come away with the interception. She does, driving in the paint, looking to take it herself. Goes to Xander on the outside looking for the floater, and she'll find it. So just like that, North Dakota seemed to be struggling on offense, has all of a sudden put together a 6-0 scoring run to go up, or to go down at least, 3-point deficit, 14-11 lead now for the Lopes. As Coach Nicole Powell takes her first time out of the afternoon. We'll take a quick break here, but remember you're watching GCU women's basketball right here on GCU TV.
I'm Andrea, and I'm earning my PhD online at GCU. Pursuing my PhD online at Grand Canyon University is a huge investment into my future. I'm also learning critical thinking and problem-solving skills that I can apply to every facet of my life. When you are working, going to school, balance is key. I really try to practice what I preach to my students. As an online faculty member, I stress the importance of time management, and I demonstrate that by example. A Christian worldview is important to me in all facets of my life because it is a huge part of who I am. And I want to make sure I'm demonstrating that not only to my students, but to my children. I plant these seeds that when they're older, they're also demonstrating God's love through service.
GCU's community is welcoming.
Now we are back here on GCU TV as we'll take a look at the replay. Missed this one. Tavia Rowell from downtown once again. Her second 3-point shot of the night. She now has 8 points as Jarnett is going to get the roll. A very desperate shot off there for Jacqueline Jarnett. Able to come away with the point. Nothing the Lopes defense could do about that one as Holland comes streaming up the court. Going to take it herself. Goes to the outside as that one's going to roll out of play. And it's going to go in the direction of North Dakota. So the Lopes looking for the foul call. They won't find it there as they now lead this one by 4, 17-13 with about 27 seconds left to play here in quarter number 1. Again, looking to go 2-0 on the season after a big win, a 19-point win against Benedictine. The Redhawks, they go from the Redhawks to the Fighting Hawks here on this Friday afternoon.
And 2 freshmen that are sticking out to us is Jada Holland and Tavia. They are doing very well, executing everything again, and hitting those points and getting those steals and driving them down the court.
5 seconds left. Holland looking to take it herself, looking for the foul, won't find it, does not get the roll off the glass, and that's going to be the end of quarter number 1 here in Phoenix. So what looked like a very dominant performance early on from the Lopes. You mentioned Tavia Rowell's 8 points in this first quarter, Marley, but of course North Dakota comes storming back, a 6-0 scoring run before that last 3-point attempt from Tavia Rowell. And it looked like a totally different North Dakota team, a totally different offense after that first time out. They now trail by 2 going into quarter number 2.
Yes, hopefully talking over there on the bench, they can figure something out to better get the team all together and coordinated together to take off the North Dakota and get that win that they are talking about. And who doesn't like gear? Who doesn't like GCU gear, Jack? Am I right? So you can get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. All you have to do is go to lopeshop.gcu.edu and you can find everything from new stuff to the coolest accessories. Use the promo code GCUTV25 to get 25% off for being a GCU TV viewer. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's paint the Valley purple and Lopes up.
Again, that's GCU TV 25, all caps for 25% off. That's a lot of percentage being taken off at the Lope shop as the Lopes look to rebound here in quarter number 2. Again, you're watching GCU women's basketball action right here on GCU TV.
And And as we have mentioned, we have 8 new people on our team, and a lot of them are freshmen. Coach Powell says they do everything together, though, and they are so unselfish, and they just love each other. And so that bond can be a big turning point for a team, whether they make it or break it, and can work together.
Elena Jarnett finds Megan Zander on the outside. Zander going to get fouled, and she's going to get called for the drive there, so the Lopes will take back possession on offense. Again, the full court press for North Dakota. Holland going to take it up for the purple and white. Holland finds Brown. Brown at the top of the key. Brown looking to out-shuffle Megan Zander, and she does as she puts that one off the glass for her second score.
A beautiful play.
And once again, looks like Megan Zander going to be called for the charge, her second charge in as many seconds in this one. Lopes again up by 4, 19-15 after that score from Tiana Brown. And North Dakota really putting the pressure on early against the Lopes as the Lopes look to separate themselves from their opponents. Holland, 2-on-1 attack from Zander and Jarnett. Looking for Piera on the outside. Piera looks for Shorts. Kennedy Shorts looking to get the foul. Does not get the call there. Great defensive stop there from the Fighting Hawks. I believe that was Lead able to keep that one in play, but right there was Laura Piera, the sophomore. Again, coming off that 9-point performance 3 nights ago.
And as you can tell, this team is very energetic, and all they are going to do is keep moving and moving and putting pressure on the team, which is exactly what they should do and what Coach wants.
Kepling going on the inside as that one goes out of play. Piera last touches it, so North Dakota will inbound this. Looks like just from the left of the net. A few more substitutions coming in for North Dakota. So it looks like Elena Jarnett will take a seat for the moment. And Carla Balagay going to check back in for the Lopes.
And Balagay was a key player in the game on Tuesday. So hopefully, again, she can prove herself and show North Dakota what she is made of.
It's Keplin at the top of the key. Keplin finds Jarnett on the outside. Pass to Claire Orth. Orth with 2 points so far on the day. Top of the key finds Jarnett. Going one-on-one with Deja Daniel. Finds Elena Jarnett on the far side. Won't get the bucket there. Rebound from Fleeks, and she's going to get fouled, and she'll shoot 2 from the free throw line.
A fun thing that Coach Powell mentioned in an interview is every time she walks into the office, she hears the music go and she hears the ball being dribbled. She knows the team works hard, and that is exactly what you want from a team. Someone who will put in the effort just as you will put in the effort. So it's not just a one-way street.
And Tavia Rowell, who had a short break on the bench, will step in for Deja Daniel as Fleeks will shoot 2 here, and she'll hear it from the Havocs. A packed house here in the GCU Arena on this Friday afternoon. Again, a noon start on this Friday afternoon as she sinks the first one. And a 3-point deficit now for North Dakota. Again on this West Coast swing. First in Tucson, now in Phoenix. And she hits both free throws from the line. And that's what you got to do. You got to capitalize on those fouls from the Lopes and vice versa for North Dakota.
These girls are not going to go down without a fight. They are going to be aggressive and, again, keep the pressure on them. Launching the ball down the court, Jada Holland to Balagay, and a very nice execution and play.
So Carla Balagay, within seconds of entering this one here in the second quarter, that's a brilliant pass from Holland on the inside the paint for her first score of the night. Jarnett at the top of the key, and a wide open Claire Jarnett, or Elena Jarnett, excuse me, wide open inside the paint, not a Lope to be seen. Comes away with the easy point. They now trail by 2. In the corner, it's Holland looking for the 3 ball, won't find it. Laura Pierre playing very aggressive there, looking for the rebound. But it looks like North Dakota gonna come away with it, as it looks like Jacqueline Jarnett able to snag that one away from Laura Pierre. Laura Pierre fired up down there on the court by Lope zone territory.
Again, the Jarnett sisters is something we mentioned a little bit ago. They are a dynamic duo that you will have to look out for. They played high school together, and obviously, since they are sisters, they grew up together, so they know each other very, very well.
Well, I think that's safe to say, Marley, growing up as sisters, as this one looks to be inbounded by Jacqueline Jarnett. And it looks like it's going to be Borowitz taking things up here for North Dakota. Again, only down by 2, looking to take their first lead of the night. They've been able to hang tight this far with the Lopes. Jarnett looking for the wide open floater, won't find it. Holland comes streaming up the court here for the Lopes. Looking for a hole, won't find it. Looks to reset, re-strategize at the top of the key. Looking for Tavia Rowell on the outside, won't find her. Holland goes to Balagay. Balagay inside the paint, looking to be aggressive as that one gets swiped by Borowitz. A nice play, but quickly stolen away from the Lopes. Right there is Tiana Brown for the score. Tiana Brown now with 6 points in this one. Great execution by the Lopes defense to snag that one away from Jarnett and come away with the easy score to go back up by 4. And they'll take possession here. And once again, another foul from North Dakota, as Brown will inbound it to Piera.
And right there on that play is where they demonstrated how aggressive they can be.
And we'll see if the offense can show that same aggression here with Laura Piera. Top of the key, going one-on-one with Ranke. Ranke checking back into this one after a short break. Brown finds Balagay. Balagay looking to be aggressive once again. The 2-on-1 attack, looks for the friendly roll, and she'll find it for another score. And the Lopes go back up by 6, and that's going to force North Dakota to take their second timeout in this game as you take another look. Carla Balagay getting the friendly roll there. She now has 8 points in this one, tying her with Tavia Rowell, as the Lopes once again take a 6-point lead here in quarter number 2. We'll see if North Dakota can bounce back as you're watching GCU women's basketball right here on GCU TV.
At GCU in Christian ministry. My husband is in the military, so we move a lot. I really wanted a school that would support me no matter where I lived, and GCU was a great fit for that, because although it's a rigorous program, I really enjoy that I get to do it on my time. Sometimes that's at a coffee shop, sometimes it's in my office. Faith is a big part of my life. I play violin in my church, and I get to express my gifts and worship God. I pray continually, and I just really try to seek God. I really wanted to go to a school that could highlight that and worship God freely, and GCU definitely gave me the platform to do that. Being an online learner at GCU, I've really made a personal investment in my own life that is giving me such confidence to go into my field, not only to become an expert, but be a change agent for the world.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Back here on GCU TV as we have 6.5 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. The Lopes out to a 6-point lead over the North Dakota Fighting Hawks, 25-19. It looked like North Dakota was going to come storming back after a few great offensive possessions, but this Lopes defense really stepping up in a big way. Laura Pierre has been aggressive all afternoon. Carla Balagay with a couple of scores late before that second timeout from North Dakota. She now has 8, tying her with both Tavia Rowell and Tiana Brown. Tiana Brown also stepping up in a big way offensively so far in this one, as the Lopes again look to separate themselves, give themselves a little bit of leeway here against the North Dakota team trying to bounce back after a tough opening night loss in Tucson.
And another key player that they have on their team is a girl named Jacqueline, who the team has adopted this year. Jacqueline is fighting for her life, but the team has taken her on their team as one of their own and helped her experience the love of basketball.
A very nice story there, as that's going to be a foul call against the Lopes, as Jarnett gets hit right underneath the bucket. Another substitution, as Jacqueline Jarnett will take a seat for just a moment. She talks things over with her head coach, who doesn't seem to be pleased at the moment. Borowitz, inside pass, finds Fleeks. Fleeks looking to take it herself, gets the roll. 2-on-1 attack there from Tavia Rowell and Tiana Brown as Brown takes it up. Once again, another full court press coming from the Fighting Hawks, looking to put the charge here against the Lopes. Holland squares that one away, does not get the roll as it goes in and out of the bucket. North Dakota looking to take it the other way. Going for the quick steal there was Rowell. And getting the free pass there was Borowitz, who gets her own rebound. As it once again does not get the roll. Holland once again looking to break away, finding Pierre. Pierre slashing and dashing, does not get the roll, but she does get the foul, and she'll shoot 2 from the line. Laura Pierre being very aggressive there on that breakaway play. She got the pass from Holland. Again, 1 for 2 thus far, shot 2 free throws in the first quarter. As you take another look there on the replay, just unable to get the friendly roll, but North Dakota does come away with their 5th foul of the night, and Pierre will shoot 2.
Coming back to the point about being about it. They need to be about their goals, be about their desires, be about what they want out of this game and what they want to get out of the game as well.
And once again, Piera, 1 for 2 from the line. Now 2 for 4. Jarnett takes it up the key, 1-on-1 with Piera. Tavia Rowell playing exceptionally well on defense so far here in the first half, as that one is not going to be enough for Borowitz. As it looks like another foul call is going to go against the Lopes here. The officials will talk things over as Nicole Powell looks on.
And a cool thing to mention is about Jada Holland. She had a whole little news section in our sports athletics all about who she was as a player, what she did on the court, and how she is going to be a great asset to the GCU team for years to come.
And we've mentioned it throughout play this afternoon, Marley, and that's the Lopes' second youngest team in all of women's college basketball. And they are led by both Laura Piera and Carla Balagay as sophomores, coming after a fantastic freshman campaign last year, leading this squad. As it looks like we're ready for play here, as it looks like the Fighting Hawks will inbound it on the outside. Holland doing her best to defend Ranke, who inbounds it to Jarno. Jarnett at the top of the key. Finds Elena Jarnett. Shoots from downtown, looking to get the friendly roll. Won't get it. Right there for the rebound is Fleeks. Doesn't get the roll, but they rebound their own shot, and they come away with the point. Just like that, it's a 3-point game here in Phoenix as Brown finds Rowell. Rowell looking for Holland. Holland thought about taking it herself. Finds Balagay on the outside. Nothing but net for Carla Balagay. She now has 10 points, and the Lopes regain their 5-point lead.
And I believe this team is so comfortable because of their coach. They exemplify their coach and who she is. She is a very sweet, down-to-earth, and that's exactly how the women basketball team is as well.
That one going to be taken by Jarnett. She gets fouled, so she'll shoot 2, from the foul line. Second opportunity here for North Dakota, as Ranke was able to hit the first 2 free throws minutes ago. And you talk about Nicole Powell's coaching style, Marley, very loose atmosphere, which has resulted in a lot of success. It's resulted in a lot of wins as well, as that one goes in for Jarnett. Jarnett first time shooting from the line this afternoon. Again, 3 for 3 now is North Dakota from the line. Havoc's trying to make it 3 for 4 to no avail. 4 for 4 now is North Dakota from the foul line, as the Lopes will once again look to give themselves some breathing room. Now up by 3, 4 minutes to go here in half number 1. Holland, top of the key, finds Rowell. Rowell again with 8 points in this one, drives it in the paint, looking for the foul, doesn't find it. Jarnett gonna take it the other way. Jarnett looking for Ranke. But right there was Holland with the steal. As it goes out of bounds, North Dakota will take back over right in front of Coach Powell on the Lopes bench.
And Holland was just saying after the first game, she said, after the first layup, I just got out of my body and I just played, honestly. And I think that is a good thing to think about, and I think every girl needs to just have fun with it and remember that this is what they love to do.
Ranke looking for Jarnett on the outside, looking for the 3-ball in the corner. Stolen away from Holland as they'll inbound it once again. Jarnett looking for Fleeks on the outside, going one-on-one with Tiana Brown. Claire Orth looking to get a shot off, bobbles. Back from downtown, looking to get North Dakota right back in this thing. Does not get the roll. Right there for the rebound is Carla Balagay, looking for Piera. Looking to streak up the court, and right there is Holland. She gets the call and one as she gets the friendly roll. And just like that, the Lopes, once again, looks like it's going to be called against the Lopes. A charge there against Holland. And North Dakota will take over. Would have been a key play in this game if the Lopes were potentially to go up by 6, given the 2 scores right there from Holland if she was able to hit that free throw. But it goes the other way for North Dakota. Jarnett, one-on-one with Piera. In the paint, finds Ranke. Ranke takes it inside. Looks for Zander on the outside, and Zander's going to take it home for North Dakota and knots things up at 28.
And Raul Tavia mentioned last time that they were kind of all over the court and couldn't really read each other, but that is something that they're working on this whole season. And again, it is a learning process with all these young girls out there.
Of course, take another look at the replay. Tiana Brown making it look almost too easy there for the Lopes as she comes away with her 10th point of the afternoon. Jarnett, top of the key, one-on-one with Raul. You mentioned Raul with her 10 scores so far here tonight, as that one's going to be rebounded by Balagay. And just like that, Balagay going to get fouled on that rebound attempt. So Brown will inbound it.
And an interesting fact is that the newcomers on the team accounted for 69% of the team's playing time on Tuesday, which is very, very impressive.
It shows you how much depth they have on that roster and how well Coach Nicole Powell has been able to utilize that depth here through the first 6 quarters or so of action as we look to wrap up half number 1 here on this Friday afternoon. Again, the Lopes looking to go to 2-0. 2-0 on this homestand as well as Laura Pierre gets the inbound pass. Once again, a full court press coming from the Fighting Hawks, trying to keep this a 2-point deficit. Piera on the outside. Balagay in the paint, looking to take it herself. Does not get the roll that time as Jarnett gets the rebound. Looking for Zander, Megan Zander. Going to take it up herself here as North Dakota resets on offense. Jarnett gets stripped by Laura Piera, but right there is Jarnett for her own rebound. Wide open 3 from Elite. Does not get the roll as Piera's right there for the rebound. So Laura Piera going to reset here on offense for the Lopes.
And Jack, what you must understand, a lot of them are freshmen, and these are their debuts. And they are doing actually very fantastic for it being their freshman debut on Tuesday and coming into today.
And of course, a 19-point win against Benedictine on Tuesday. Currently up by 2 in this one, Marley. Another big foul there as North Dakota looks to at least knot things up at 30, if not go up by 1 with a potential 3-point shot here. But Tiana Brown will inbound it for the Lopes. And it's been all about Carla Balagay, Tiana Brown, and Tavia Rowell so far in this one with 10 points each. Laura Pierre at the top of the key, still looking to get into this one offensively. We've seen her make a few key defensive plays thus far as she looks to take it herself with some fancy footwork, but she's going to get called for the foul. And North Dakota will take over on offense. So a few more substitutions as Megan Zander will take a seat. Tavia Rowell, again the British Columbia native, will come in for Laura Pierre, who's going to take a seat for at least a brief moment. Again, 1:20 left to be played here in quarter number 2. As Jarnett, it's Elena Jarnett, looking to take things herself. Thought about pulling up, thought better of it as she finds Claire Orth. Orth looking to take it herself inside the paint, but gets called for the travel, so another foul for North Dakota. And Tiana Brown will inbound it once again for the Lopes. Again, up by 2, looking to give themselves a sizable cushion going into quarter number 3.
They put great pressure on the team. Ever since they gathered up over there on the bench, something was said, and the girls are just starting to click a little bit more.
Holland finds Balagay. Balagay back to Holland. Holland, top of the key by the foul line. Just outside for 3. She hits it. We'll see if it is a 3. It is a 3-pointer. The Lopes now up by 5. Holland, wide open shot there as Carla Balagay with a very impressive defensive move there, allowing Holland to come away with a 3-point shot. A very wide open shot once again for Holland. As that foul is going to go against Carla Balagay.
And although this team was ranked not very high of where they were going to end up this year by the coaches and by the media, I think that motivates the team even more to prove them wrong.
And so far, so good this season, Marley. Again, WAC Media predicting that the Lopes will finish 7th in WAC conference play. We mentioned a few of the teams as we came on the broadcast. California Baptist, of course, the New Mexico State Aggies, Chicago State, Seattle U, just to name a few. As North Dakota once again hits both their free throw buckets, now 6 for 6 from the line. Brown inbounds it, finds Holland. Holland back to Brown. Brown looking for Tavia Rowell. 2-on-1 attack. Xander and Jarnett as Rowell unable to get the friendly roll once again, looking for the friendly roll off the glass. Ranke, top of the key. Looks for Xander. Xander looking to find some space. Finds Jarnett. Jarnett thought about going to Ranke. Goes to Fleeks. Fleeks looking to take it herself. Again, using some fancy footwork inside the paint. Won't get the roll. Brown looking to be aggressive. Looking to take it herself. Not coming away with the point. Another last-ditch effort for North Dakota. But at the end of the first half, the Lopes looking pretty solid on offense. North Dakota not going away, however. It's a 3-point lead for the Lopes, 33-30, going into the second half. And you gotta like what you see so far from this Lopes offense, especially from that, what you could say is a 3-headed monster, Tavia Rowell, Carla Balagay, and of course, Tiana Brown.
Yes, they are doing very, very well. And I think when they go back once they go back and then come back into the court, they will figure out everything, and they are going to put even more pressure on this team. And again, change the streak of the fact that they have not won against North Dakota ever. I believe that this team will turn that around.
So it's the Lopes 33, North Dakota 30, as we'll get ready for second half action. You're watching GCU women's basketball right here on GCU TV.
One more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
As a teacher, your calling was always to make a difference and positively impact the future. You live with a deep sense of purpose and strive to inspire generations of change. GCU's online Masters of Education degree program gives you the skills you need to grow and develop your career, while also making sure you have time for yourself and your family. Today, you can learn anywhere and anytime, giving kids a look into the technological advances that pushed you forward. Being strong and compassionate makes you a role model through this formative period in their lives. You're not just inspiring future generations of leaders and innovators to reach for their dreams. You're giving them the tools they need to achieve them.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Canyon State Credit Union, a local credit union serving the Valley for over 65 years, can assist you in buying your first home, refinancing your current home, or if you're dreaming of a retirement home. Canyon State Credit Union can provide you with a fast and affordable solution that meets your needs. Let Canyon State Credit Union run the numbers on your dream. Visit canyonstatecu.org or call 623-580-6015 for more information. Canyon State Credit Union, committed to you. We do business in accordance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, MLS number 410376.
Part of my motivation of becoming a doctoral learner was so I could immediately start using the information that I was learning in the courses as a tennis coach here for my student athletes. I think that it set a good example for those around me to know that things can be accomplished. My name is Greg Prudhomme, and I just defended my dissertation to earn a degree in performance psychology.
There's a thunder in all of us. Come find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Back here on GCU TV as we get ready for second half action between the Fighting Hawks and the Lopes. 33-30 is your score, with the Lopes on top. A big offensive performance from Tavia Rowell, Tiana Brown, and Carla Balagay with 10 points each. North Dakota looking to climb back on this West Coast road trip. And North Dakota a long ways from home. Marley, you're from Colorado. You're a long ways from home.
I'm so far away from home.
I'm a New Jersey boy. I'm a little far away from home.
Yeah. There's no snow here.
It's going to be interesting. No, not at all. It's going to be interesting to see how the Lopes fans and the Havocs in the crowd are able to coincide and how they're able to adjust here at GCU as we take a look at this week's episode of Ask GCU.
Wait, let's actually do it right.
Hi guys, what's up? Have you guys ever heard of Ask GCU?
I have heard of it.
I have before, yeah.
What is your favorite Ask GCU episode?
Why should go to GCU?
Probably the best food place.
You know, we all love food.
Yeah.
So probably that episode.
What's the best way to drink a stampede?
Go-karts.
What is your favorite Ask GCU episode?
All of them.
Yeah, thank you.
My favorite episode is probably where they asked about the Chick-fil-A line.
The breakfast one's pretty good.
The one where you guys talk about the best places to have breakfast on campus and everyone said Chick-fil-A.
That's breakfast I ever had.
The Welcome Week episode.
The Welcome Week one, that one's really clutch.
The Welcome Week, where Brittany jumps around into people's cars and asks them questions. Remember, kids, don't get into people's vehicles.
All right.
I just really like you guys.
I just like it when you're
Can
in
we
it.
not do it on
You
camera?
too.
I'll take it.
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
And back here on GCU TV as once again we get ready for some second half action as it's time to take a look at the Canyon State halftime stats brought to you by Canyon State Credit Union. Again, a very evenly matched game both offensively and defensively for both Grand Canyon and North Dakota. 31 total shots off for GCU, 30 shots off for North Dakota. They're 10 for 30 from the field. Lopes, of course, 14 for 30 as well. Field goal percentage 45% compared to 33% for the Fighting Hawks. Again, 15 rebounds compared to the 19 rebounds for North Dakota. We mentioned how evenly both defenses have played thus far, and it's been the turnovers thus far for this Lopes defense that's benefited them in a huge way. 10 turnovers for North Dakota's offense, only 7 for the Lopes, as we now take a look at the upcoming schedule brought to you by BSN Sports.
Yes, that's right, Jack. Tonight, our men's basketball will be fighting the Illinois basketball team at 7 p.m. And make sure to be there for the pregame at 6:30 p.m. Tomorrow, we also have a women's volleyball game, and they are undefeated, or they will take on the undefeated New Mexico State at 2 p.m. And they come back Monday at 6 p.m. for a match against California Baptist. Women's volleyball is just games away from the WAC tournament. So make sure you don't miss a thing and tune in for everything. There is also a soccer game at 7 p.m. tomorrow, and make sure you tune in for that because it is senior night and we'll be saying goodbye to a lot of our key players.
And men's soccer, of course, wrapping up their season like you just mentioned against UNLV. Senior night tomorrow, an epic clash between GCU women's volleyball and UTRGV here in this arena last night, nearly 24 hours ago, maybe closer to 15 hours ago. Melody Horton coming away with 17 kills as the Lopes were able to climb back after trailing 2-1 in the first 3 sets against the Vaqueros, come back to win it 3-2. They've now won 7 consecutive games going into that date tomorrow here in the GCU Arena. A lot going on in the GCU Arena this weekend. Another big date tomorrow with the undefeated New Mexico State Aggies. You can check that game out here on GCU TV. But for now, we're going to get ready for second half action between the Fighting Hawks and the Lopes. It's 33 Lopes, 30 for North Dakota. We'll be right back here on GCU TV.
Performance is your profession. You excel in bringing the best out of people. Through leadership and insight, you help others fulfill their promise. You share a unique bond with your family and cherish your time together. But you strive to take the next step in your career. GCU's online degree program in performance psychology will enhance your skills in helping others succeed. Master your craft in an online PhD program that puts innovation and technology at the heart of education. And you can do it all within a tight schedule without disrupting other aspects of your life. With a PhD in performance psychology, you'll have the tools you need to elevate your performance to the next level. When human excellence meets cutting-edge technology, business advances.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Hit 'em up, move 'em out. It's a Ranger Roundup sale at Sanderson Ford. 44 Rangers now in the stalls, starting at $28.9. Head on in to Arizona's largest Ford dealership and head out in a new Ford. This is Sanderson Ford Country.
Wait, let's actually do it right.
Hi guys, what's up? Have you guys ever heard of Ask GCU?
I have heard of it.
I have before, yeah.
What is your favorite Ask GCU episode?
Why I should go to GCU.
Probably the best food place.
You know, we all love food.
Yeah.
So probably that episode.
What's the best way to drink a Stampede?
Go-karts.
What is your favorite Ask GCU episode?
All of them.
Yeah, thank you.
My favorite episode is probably where they asked about the Chick-fil-A line.
The breakfast one's pretty good.
The one where you guys talk about the best places to have breakfast on campus and everyone said Chick-fil-A.
That's the best breakfast I ever had.
The Welcome Week episode.
The Welcome Week one, that one's really clutch.
The Welcome Week, where Brittany jumps around into people's cars and asks them questions. Remember, kids, don't get into people's vehicles.
I just really like you guys.
I just like it when you're in it.
You too.
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
Curiosity fuels you. It helps you understand the world around you. It's your guide through life. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Change is difficult, but Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. While businesses are being transformed by artificial intelligence and analytics, GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation and make sense of the world. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems and sharing your insights, you're helping to build a better tomorrow for you, your community, and your family. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Back here on GCU TV inside the GC Arena on the campus of Grand Canyon University as we get ready for second half action between the Lopes and the Fighting Hawks. It's neck and neck at the moment, 33-30 the Lopes lead. Looking for more offensive contributions from both Laura Piera and Deja Daniel. Been very aggressive on defense. Both of those players have had 2 scores combined. Thus far, Deja Daniel still looking for her first point of the day, as it's been all about Carla Balagay, Tavia Rowell, and Tiana Brown with 10 points each so far in this one. And you got to be happy with what you've seen so far of your coach, Nicole Powell-Marley. I mean, you're only up by 3 at the moment. North Dakota's done a tremendous job hanging in there, but for the moment, the Lopes looking to go 2-0 on a season that they've been predicted to finish 7 in WAC conference play.
Yes, that is right, Jack. The girls, like we have said, their motto is be about it, and they are definitely doing that out on the court, working together as a team. They are more positive this year together, and they are keeping up the momentum here to secure their second win by getting all those points, being aggressive, getting those steals, and letting nothing stand in their way. But at the same time, you can also tell that they are enjoying the process as much as they can right now. They are enjoying the process. And again, they understand that everyone thinks they won't finish that high, but I think that will motivate them even more and make them work harder and come in here when no one is here and practice.
The underdog mentality is the best mentality, if you ask me, Marley, and the same could be said for North Dakota at the moment. Again, we've talked about it a few times on this broadcast, coming off a 32-point loss against the Wildcats in Tucson just 2 nights ago, and then coming here to Phoenix. They've played well defensively thus far, have capitalized on some of the Lopes' key defensive mistakes. Plenty of fouls on both sides, like we mentioned during the halftime show. And North Dakota looking to get the edge here in quarter number 3, only down by 3.
Yes, that is right. They are kind of the underdog too in a different sense, in the sense that they have not won a game yet, and they are looking to secure their win again after that big loss against University of Arizona. So we are just going to see who can keep up the momentum, who can keep up the energy, and who will fight till the end for this win.
And they've got a very tough conference themselves. The Lopes also a very tough conference in the WAC conference, the Western Athletic Conference. And again, California Baptist, CSU Bakersfield, Kansas City, Seattle, just some of the teams that we've been mentioning throughout the broadcast, all 1-0 on the season thus far. So 6 teams tied for first place in the WAC standings. It won't stay that way for long, but for right now, neck and neck in the standings, all 1-0, as we, again, just a few short weeks away from WAC play starting here, as once again a few really impressive matchups for the Lopes. They defeated New Mexico State on the road late during that 2018 season. Laura Pierre with a huge game in that one. Double-digit points, as she'll match up here against, it looks like Elena Jarnett, as Jarnett takes it up the key. We are underway here in half number 2 in Phoenix, Arizona. Jarnett back at the top of the key. Looking for Ranke underneath. Ranke gonna get called for the foul. I believe that was Carla Balagay in the paint. So North Dakota,
and
who's
again,
already 6 for 6 in field goal percentage, will look to make it 8 for 8.
And again, we talked about the dynamic duo on North Dakota, but we did not talk about our dynamic duo that we have. Varys and Balagay are definitely a dynamic duo that fit well together, and like you said, lead the team just as sophomores. In their freshman year, they did the same thing as well.
And we've seen that so far here this afternoon as well. 18 points combined, as once again, North Dakota now 8 for 8 from the line. As Ranke hits those 2 free throw shots, she now has 6 points. Tiana Brown, we mentioned, 10 points in the first half. Looking to be as dominant here in the third quarter. Piera finds Deja Daniel at the top of the key. Daniel back to Piera. Piera looking to get on the board inside the paint. Finds May Bryant looking to make an impact. And the Lopes will keep possession. Jacqueline Jarnett trying to strip that one away from May Bryant. This is May Bryant's just second appearance in this one tonight, only has 1 minute of play in the first half. As Brown will once again look to inbound it from right underneath the basket. It looks like it'll be Elena Jarnett squaring up against Brown.
And like we said, we have a lot of new people on our team. And a lot of those new people aren't even from the United States of America. A lot of them have mentioned, though, that GCU has made it feel like a family, and they feel at home here, and that's exactly what everyone wants.
And Piera, a part of that family, looked like she may have taken a chance from downtown. Now the 2-on-1 attack coming from the Fighting Hawks. She'll pass it to Tiana Brown. Brown looking for an opening in the paint, looking for Deja Daniel, looking to fight that one away. Gets the bucket, but it's going to be called again. So the foul was called right before the attempt from Deja Daniel. And once again, Tiana Brown will look to inbound it right underneath the basket. So another foul here from North Dakota. The fouls really hurt them in the first half, despite only being down by 1 at the moment, as Piera has it on the outside. Again, Laura Piera with just 2 points here tonight. Deja Daniel just 2, looking for 4 after this friendly roll, and she finds it. Deja Daniel with a nice approach there, going up against Claire Orth for her first basket of the night. And right there is North Dakota. I believe that was Amanda Fleeks coming away with her second score of the night. She now has 4 buckets on the night. And it's 35-34. Brown, top of the key, finds May Bryant. Bryant again looking to make an impact in this one. Laura Piera, 1-on-1 with Elena Jarnett. Piera looking for somebody, looking to take it herself, as foul's going to go, looks like against Elena Jarnett. That's going to be her first foul of the day. And the Lopes will once again inbound it from underneath the basket.
And Jack, it's really nice to see senior Deja Daniels back out there. She is currently ranked 6th for rebounds per game and ranked 4th for field goal percentages out of the WAC girls in basketball.
And right there is Deja Daniel once again. You don't want to get Deja Daniel on a hot streak here late, as she comes away with her second bucket in a matter of moments. But right there is North Dakota again hanging around with this Lopes team. 2-point shot there from Ranke. We're all knotted up at 37 as North Dakota has completed their comeback for the first time here today. Piera against Jarnett. Looks for Rowell in the corner. Rowell from downtown didn't have enough spin on that one. But right there is May Bryant looking to come away with the steal. Right there is Deja Daniel looking to get the friendly roll. She doesn't, but right there's May Bryant. The Lopes with a valiant effort here trying to come away with the score, but his last touch by Deja Daniel. And Jarnett will take it the other way for the Fighting Hawks. So
they did not want to give up on that. They tried so very hard to keep executing and executing, but it just did not go their way.
And Jacqueline Jarnett will look to give the Fighting Hawks their first lead of the night. And right there was Laura Piera for the foul on Ranke, and Ranke will go back to the line for 2 here. Again, 8 for 8 from the line is North Dakota as they look to take their first lead of the day, looking to take their first lead of the season as well. Did not have a lead in that game in Tucson 3 nights ago.
And as you can see, we have a lot of little boys and girls out here in this stadium today supporting the GCU team. And something cool that our women's basketball team did is called Paul's Car Wash, and that actually has to do with a girls and boys club. And the girls loved doing it and want to do more things like that because they all have older sisters and older brothers that they look up to. So it's nice to see the youth out here as well today.
Definitely a packed house here tonight as Rowell looking for the inside pass, looking to take it herself, gets the foul, does not get the roll, but she'll go to the line for 2 as North Dakota hits one of their free throw shots, which gives them their first lead of the season, 38-37, but the Lopes look to take it right back here. I mentioned Tavia Rowell with 8 points already, 3 for 7 from the field. She looks to knock down these 2 attempts to give the Lopes a 39-38 advantage. Megan Zander, who's been a vital part of this offense so far here for the Fighting Hawks, re-enters this one for the first time in the second half as this game's knotted up at 38. Lopes up here inside the GCU arena for Tavia Rowell, who knocks down both attempts and the Lopes retake the lead 39-38. Megan Zander looking to make an impact right away, passes that one off to Jarnell from downtown. Doesn't find it, doesn't get the roll, as May Bryant passes that one off to Tiana Brown. Brown at the top of the key going against Megan Zander. Brown with 10 points, still looking for her first bucket here in the second half. May Bryant is looking for Rowell. Goes to Holland. Holland drives in the paint, does not get the roll as that one bounces, I believe, off her own head there, as that one's gonna scoot out of play, and North Dakota will regain possession.
Yes, I did see that bounce off her head, and it did not faze her at all. She was just in the zone and ready to get back on the court and keep competing.
As Megan Zander, top of the key, looking for some space, pulls up, and the bank is open for Megan Zander. Comes away with her first bucket of the second half. And North Dakota once again takes their second lead of the day, 40-39. Neck and neck are the Lopes and the Fighting Hawks. Tavia Brown looking for Deja Daniel on the inside, gets blocked. Back to Rowell. Rowell's going to take it inside, goes for the floater, doesn't get the roll. Again, not enough backspin there for Tavia Rowell as that one scoots out of play. Megan Zander will inbound it for North Dakota. Again, up by one in this game. It looks like the Lopes are going to have possession. Megan Zander thought that North Dakota may have came away with possession as Deja Daniel gets the inbound pass from Brown. Holland at the top of the key, finds Brown again, thought about pulling up for three, goes with the floater on the inside again. Not enough backspin on that one as it bounces off the rim, and just like that, North Dakota going to take back on offense this time after the foul from the Lopes.
And the way that both these teams communicate with each other is going to be a big difference on who wins and who loses this game.
So May Bryant will check out of this one for the time being. As Zander takes it up the court again. Megan Zander, 5 points in this one. First three-point attempt for North Dakota tonight came from Megan Zander, as another foul is going to go against the Lopes. It looks like it was Deja Daniel with her first personal foul of the night. Moss checking in for Bryant as the sole substitution on this last drive for Coach Nicole Powell. As from the outside, Jarnell thought about taking it herself, does not get the foul call there. Excellent defense from Deja Daniel.
And this year, Deja Daniel was named All-WAC preseason player, which is a very good thing coming into the season. It shows that she has worked hard and she wants it, and they have talked about how mature she has become on and off the court.
And definitely a key addition to this team for Coach Nicole Powell, as it's going to be inbounded by Zander, as the official blows the whistle. As it looks like North Dakota going to go back to the line here. Another foul from the Lopes. Again, 9 for 10 from the line are the Fighting Hawks, trying to add to their lead, a 1-point lead, their second lead of the day. And they'd love to separate themselves, give themselves a little bit of leeway here against this Lopes team that has proven to be a wrecking force on offense through these first few games. Again, only one game in the books, 1-0 against that win against Benedictine. Looking to go 2-0 today, as that one's going to be off the back of the rim for Megan Zander. First time shooting from the line is Zander, looking to add to her 5 points. She's 2 from 6 from the field, 1 for 3 from downtown as well. She misses both her free throw attempts. Getting the rebound, though, is Elena Jarnett. But the quick rebound there from Rowell. Rowell's going to take it up, storming down the court. Is going to pull up from 3. Long distance calling. Tavia Rowell with her third three-point shot of the day. And the Lopes regain the lead. They lead it 42-40.
Very nice execution there. And the energy is high. You can feel it in the stadium right now. Also, they are demonstrating patience as well, though. They are not going too fast to where it is something that they cannot handle.
We've seen it a few times tonight. Laura Pierre at the top of the key, slowing things down on offense, like you mentioned, Marley. She looks to re-strategize and rethink things at the top of the key, setting the Lopes up for more successes. That one's going to be stripped away by Laura Pierre, looking like a cornerback in the NFL with that last interception. as she passes that one off to Holland. Holland takes it into the key, finds Moss in the corner. A little too much oomph on that last attempt from Moss, as that one's going to be stripped away by Xander, who's going to take it back to the top of the key. Xander slows down, pulls up, thought about going for three, finds Darnold, back to Xander. Xander going to take it herself from downtown, not going to find it. Rebounded again by Fleeks. Fleeks is going to find Claire Orth, as that one goes off the back of the rim as well. Another foul going to be called against the Lopes inside the paint. And it looks like North Dakota will once again shoot 2 from the line. Again, now 9 for 12 from the line are the Fighting Hawks, but another golden opportunity to at least chip away into this Lopes lead, as these fouls late here in the third quarter have really not benefited the Lopes whatsoever.
Yes, Jack, these are little things that GCU cannot afford to give up at this point. It is such a close game that everything they do matters.
So won't get the roll there, as Fleeks now shooting from the line for the third time tonight. 3 for 4 from the floor.
And I was just looking over at the rest of the team and the coaches, and they're up on their feet shouting everything that should be done and how to execute and everything. So hopefully the girls will consider what they are saying. Not consider, but do what they are saying.
And of course, North Dakota 1 for 2 from the line once again, as Fleeks adds to her total. Now 14 points on the night, leading North Dakota by a landslide, as Moss will inbound this one for the Lopes. Once again, we saw it in the first half, North Dakota with the full court press against Laura Piera, going up against Elena Jarnold. Piera again with just 2 points on the night, looking to get going offensively. Finds Deja Daniel in the paint. Daniel does not get the foul call there. A 3-on-1 attack from North Dakota. They'll take it the other way. Xander going to take it herself inside the paint, slashing and dashing once again. Does not get the roll off the glass. And the Lopes will regain possession on offense. So Moss will once again inbound things for the Lopes, as it looks like North Dakota going to be forced to take their first timeout of the third quarter. A 42-41 lead for the Lopes after that very impressive three-point shot from Tavia Rowell, pulling up at the last second, her third of the day. She now has 13 points on the night, as we'll see if North Dakota can rebound after this timeout. You're watching GCU women's basketball right here on GCU TV.
I'm Jeff. I'm earning my Bachelor of Arts in Christian Studies online from GCU. My biggest challenge coming back into school after taking a 15-year break was insecurity. Insecurity that I didn't know how to write a paper, I didn't know how to study anymore. The way that the program is structured, I can kind of grow into the classes, and that really gave me the confidence to be successful. I'm a working professional. I've got a job that demands 40 to 60 hours a week from me. Because of the online structure, I can still get things done. I can still have a life. It allows me to knock out courses when I can. I think my time at GCU is gonna help me be a better father, be a better person, be a better disciple. I spent years thinking that I could never do this. So now, the fact that I'm about to graduate, I feel like I achieved something that I never thought I was gonna be able to.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Back here on GCU TV, as the North Dakota Fighting Hawks forced to take their first timeout here in the second half. They only trail by one. Neck and neck have been the Lopes and the Fighting Hawks throughout the duration of this one on this Friday afternoon on the campus of Grand Canyon University. Tavia Rowell, the British Columbia native, really proving to be the biggest factor offensively for Coach Powell thus far. 13 points, 3 shots from downtown, as she is 3 for 4 from downtown Phoenix. And we saw that last one pulled up at the last second to give the Lopes, which was once a 42-40 lead, now lead North Dakota by 1, 42-41 after that last free throw attempt from Megan Xander. But you gotta like to see the continuation of the success that we've seen from Tavia Rowell as she inbounds this one once again to Holland. Holland looking to set things up on offense with the full court press coming from North Dakota once again. Takes it to the top of the key. Again, Laura Pierre still looking to get involved in this one as the pass goes to Moss. Moss thought about pulling up, looking for the inside pass to Daniel. Daniel looking to be aggressive inside the paint, and she is. Give it to Deja Daniel. Now has 6 points on the night as she gets the friendly roll once again. Take another look here on the replay, one-on-one against Felix. Nothing but net there, but North Dakota coming away with another offensive foul there. And it looks like Carla Balagay, or excuse me, Tavia Rowell right there for the inbound pass as Holland will take it up the court, going one-on-one with Xander.
And this is cool to watch with all the freshmen, like we have said, because this is just scratching the surface of who they can become.
And take another look here at the replay. Tavia Rowell, we've mentioned all broadcast long, making it look way too easy there. Putting that one up against the glass. Xander finds Ranky. Ranky back to Xander on the far side. Xander looked like she was going to pull up. Passes that one off to Ranky. Ranky in the corner. Back to Xander. Wide open shot from downtown. Nothing but net for Megan Xander. She now has 8 points on the afternoon. And another huge bucket for North Dakota, who was down by 5. Now trails by 2. 46-44. Laura Piera looking to answer the call here. She goes one-on-one with Jarnett. And she gets a wide open lane, goes for the pass to Daniel. Daniel once again gets the roll. And how do you like that? Deja Daniel really heating up here in the second half, now has 8 points on the night. Good no-look pass there from Laura Pierre. You can check it out right there on the replay. As the Lopes firing on all cylinders offensively at the moment. We'll see if they can continue the momentum. We'll see if the defense can step up against North Dakota. Wide open shot from Xander in the corner yet again. It looked like she was going to get the touch, just a little too short, not enough backspin on that one. Deja Daniel going to get called for the foul, and North Dakota going to inbound it from underneath the bucket.
And we keep talking about dynamic players, but as this game keeps going, it seems like we keep on discovering players that are very dynamic, and they will continue to be that way as well. And hopefully they can just hold off North Dakota for a little bit longer.
And Melissa Lee, who's been a big factor offensively so far in this one for the Fighting Hawks. She's going to take a seat for a moment as they'll shoot from the line once again. 10 for 13 as they have not been as successful as they were in the first quarter. Again, 8 for 8 in the first quarter alone were the Fighting Hawks. Just 1 for their last 5. As Ranky will not get the roll there. She goes 0 for 2 from the line. And once again, the Lopes will look to regain possession here. It's going to be inbounded by, looks like Tavia Rowell. Again, Rowell 15 points, which leads the squad for the Lopes. Tiana Brown now going to inbound it for the Lopes. Brown with 10 points of her own, 5 for 7 from the field. Rowell's 5 for 10 from the field, 3 for 4 from downtown, like we mentioned. And again, Laura Pierre just 2 points. Deja Daniel, although heating up, came into this second half with no points, now has 8 points. 6 points in her last 3 drives as Rowell pulls up, doesn't get enough spin on that one as it hits off the front of the rim. Xander not wasting any time. Looking for Jarnell, who finds Ranky. Ranky thought about pulling up for 3. Finds Felix, and Felix continues to be on fire. And this one, she now has 16 points on the day. And just like that, North Dakota right back in it. It's 48-46. So Piera back to the top of the key, one-on-one with Jarnett.
And we talk about where everyone thinks they're going to be ranked and how young they are and how they need more experience. But when they walk onto the court, they do not look like the second lowest percentage of upperclassmen that are going to take the court. They look like seasoned veterans out there on the court performing.
Again, it's only game 2 of the season. You got to like what you see. You got to like what you see from Tavia Rowell as well. She won't get this shot off there as it's going to be Megan Rowell again, top of the key. Excuse me, Elena Jarnett at the top of the key. Jarnett looking for Felix on the inside. She's going to get the foul call as it looks like it's going to go against Holland and Rowell. And once again, North Dakota benefiting from these fouls from the Lopes. They'll shoot from the line for the 8th time in this game.
And every single game is going to keep adding up. And all the add-ups so far have been positive, and they're going to keep on striving towards what they want and what they need to get done.
Again, 10 for 15 are North Dakota from the line. Looks like it's going to be Ranky. As Michaela Ranky Played 23 minutes in the opening game in Tucson 2 nights ago. Currently has 18 minutes under her belt here at Phoenix. North Dakota now 11 for 16 from the line, looking to knot things up at 48 with this shot, and Ranke sinks it. So she's 2 for 2 from the line. 48-48 here in Phoenix, as it looks like another substitution coming in for North Dakota. It's going to be Melissa Leet. So Leet only sitting down for a few minutes as Laura Pierre looks to match up here against Borowitz. Borowitz re-entering this one as well for North Dakota. Pass off to Brown. Brown looking to take it herself. 2-on-1 attack as that one nearly gets by her. But the foul call is going to go against North Dakota. And it looks like the Lopes will shoot from the line. It's going to be Tiana Brown. First personal foul of the night for Borowitz. So for the first time tonight, Tiana Brown will shoot from the line. Again, Brown 10 points, 5 for 7 from the field. Now has 11 points as she gets the friendly roll off the glass. 49-48, Lopes looking to go up by 2. And it's a 50-48 lead for GCU, with Brown picking up her 11th and 12th point of the afternoon. Zander looking to get North Dakota right back in this one. The pass to Fleek, and Fleek is going to find that one off the glass bank. Wide open today for Julia Fleeks. He now has 16 points on the night. Balagay looking for Holland. Holland looking to make something happen. Back to Balagay. Balagay in the paint, looks to take it herself, as that one's going to be stripped away by Jarnett. Jarnett looking to take it herself. Very aggressive in the paint. Finds Megan Zander wide open. 2-on-1 attack there against Holland. Nothing she could do about that defensively. And just like that, we're all knotted up at 50, and North Dakota takes a 52-50 lead, with Holland taking things back up for the Lopes. And 22 seconds and counting. 20 seconds now for Holland, looking to make a play happen with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Going one-on-one with Zander, and she's going to get called for a backcourt violation. And great defensive play there from Megan Zander, able to give her team the ball back with the offensive possession with 13 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, up by 2. Again, looking to give themselves a sizable lead heading into the fourth quarter.
And that is the type of pressure that Powell is talking about, that the girls need to figure out how to handle.
Kayla Ranke thought about shooting it from downtown, and she does at the buzzer. Won't get off as that one shoots right off the glass, but North Dakota, for the first time in this game, takes their third and fourth lead of the night. But going into the fourth quarter, they'll lead this one by 2, 52-50, as the Lopes look to come storming back. Carla Balagay again with 10 points, did not score once in that quarter. But again, Tavia Rowell with another 3-point effort, 15 points to go with Tiana Brown's 12. Deja Daniel, the vocal point for the offense for Coach Powell, with her 8 points. Laura Pierre again with just 2 points to show for her offensive record tonight. Has played tremendous defense with the Lopes. Again, only down by 2, but they look to erase that 2-point deficit and look to pick up their second win of the season.
Yes, you are right. They are doing very well out here on the court tonight, and we will see how the fourth quarter goes for them tonight. But I don't know about you, Jack, but I might go get a coffee and a tea after this. GCBC is our locally owned coffee shop that we here have at Grand Canyon University. There's one in the Student Union, Roadrunner, and Diamondback. And so head over there if you want to go get a quick coffee or a tea.
I was over there during pregame right before we started here in the arena. Got myself a nice caramel monsoon from GCBC, but until then, we got one more quarter to wrap up here inside the GCU arena. Again, the Lopes trail by 2. It's 52-50 North Dakota. You're watching GCU women's basketball action right here on GCU TV. So we'll get ready for some fourth quarter action. Once again, you got to be pleased if you're Coach Powell, offensively doing a nice job distributing the ball on offense. Everybody's had their fair share of points. Carla Balagay with 10, like we mentioned. Tiana Brown with 12 of her own. She's 5 for 7 from the field. And Tavia Rowell, the offensive attribution of the night, with her 15 points, 3 from downtown, and an easy bucket there from Fleeks. As once again, it looks like Julia Fleeks has been a thorn in the side of Coach Powell and the Lopes so far here on this road trip for North Dakota. Laura Piera looking to set things back up on offense as the Lopes now trail by 4. It's their largest deficit of the night as that one's going to be stolen away by Jacqueline Jarnold. And coming away with the foul, it looks like Melissa Leet. And Leet's going to go back to the line once again for North Dakota. North Dakota 12 for 17 from the line as they'll look to take a 6-point advantage here in the first 30 seconds of quarter number 4.
And Tavia is not the only person in her family who plays basketball. Her brother Ty actually plays basketball at California Baptist, so it runs in their blood.
That one is going to go in for North Dakota. Again, a 5-point lead now for the Fighting Hawks, who have fought valiantly throughout the first 3 quarters to try and at least nod things up against the Lopes. Lopes holding their own offensively and defensively through the first 3 quarters as Rowell going to find May Bryant. May Bryant still looking to make an impact on this young season, still looking for her first point of the day. Back to Rowell at the top of the key, who's going to find Holland. Holland back to Bryant, going one-on-one with Claire Orth. Holland going to find Deja Daniel, who's going to get the roll once again. So Deja Daniel continuing to be the hot hand for Coach Powell at the moment as you take another look at the replay. No-look pass from Holland, finding Deja Daniel, who now has 10 points, a 3-point deficit now for the Lopes. Leet back at the top of the key, back to Xander, back to Leet. And she'll find Xander one more time. Off the glass, doesn't even hit the rim as that one's going to be rebounded by Deja Daniel. Hands it off to Tavia Rowell. Rowell with the behind the back look, pass back to Tiana Brown. Brown going to find Holland in the corner, back to Deja Daniel at the top of the key. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Brown finds Rowell, who's going to go from downtown one more time, doesn't find it. Now 3 for 5 from long distance is Tavia Rowell. From long distance, Jarnett is going to find Megan Zander, who's going to get the roll, and Megan Zander continues to impress as North Dakota regains that 5-point lead. It's 57-52.
And believe it or not, this is only Deja Daniel's 2nd year with the GCU Lopes. The other 2 years she has been down in Texas actually playing basketball. And thank the Lord we got her down here because she's been helping us out a lot.
Has been a huge factor in that lineup for Coach Powell over the past 2 seasons. Again, still very early in this 2019-2020 season as she gets fouled on that last play, looking for points. 11 and 12 right here to get the Lopes right back in this game, looking to chip away. Again, the Lopes held their own in the first 3 quarters, had the lead at halftime 33-30. North Dakota with a late surgence in this one. About 7.5 minutes left to be played here on this Friday afternoon. First one missed there by Deja Daniel. Again, women's basketball getting the start at 12 p.m. today. Men's basketball takes on Illinois tonight, looking to rebound after that tough loss against Davenport on opening night on Tuesday. Again, another double dip between men's hoops and men's hoops here at the GCU Arena before a big matchup for women's volleyball here tomorrow night as the Lopes looking to make something happen here. Moss looking to take it herself. Great defense from North Dakota as they're going to get the foul call. I believe it's going to be Ranke who's going to get her 2nd personal call of the day. And the Lopes will inbound it from outside the key as you take another look here. Coming from behind was Ranke. So it looks like it's going to be Tiana Brown. Going to find May Bryant at the top of the key. Bryant looking for Moss. Moss finds Holland. Holland back to Brown. Boots it for a second, and they're going to call out of bounds on Tiana Brown. Tried valiantly to try to keep that one in play. But the ref sees her foot go out of bounds with possession of the basketball. And Claire Orth will inbound this one, for I believe it's going to be Elena Jarnett. Jarnett sisters combining for 14 points tonight between Elena and Jacqueline. As Ranke finds Jarnett in the corner. First three-point shot of the night for Elena Jarnett. She now has 7 points and a 60-52 lead now for North Dakota, and Coach Powell is going to be forced to take her first timeout of the quarter. Largest deficit of the day so far for the Lopes. It's 60-52 North Dakota. We'll see if the Lopes can bounce back after this timeout. You're watching GCU women's basketball right here on GCU TV.
As a teacher, your calling was always to make a difference and positively impact the future. You live with a deep sense of purpose and strive to inspire generations of change. GCU's online Masters of Education degree program gives you the skills you need to grow and develop your career, while also making sure you have time for yourself and your family. Today, you can learn anywhere and anytime, giving kids a look into the technological advances that pushed you forward. Being strong and compassionate makes you a role model through this formative period in their lives. You're not just inspiring future generations of leaders and innovators to reach for their dreams. You're giving them the tools they need to achieve them.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Back here on GCU TV, as the Havocs look to get riled up for these final 7 minutes of play, 6 minutes and 58 seconds to be exact, and the Lopes trail this one 60-52. Have held the lead for the duration of this one, but Marley, in these final few minutes, North Dakota's been storming back. Both the Jarnett sisters combining for 17 points, and you can't forget about Julia Fleeks, who's been dominant in this one, been a thorn in Coach Powell's side with those 18 points.
Yes, that is right. The Lopes team was looking a little tired during one of the plays, and all they need to do is keep their energy up and going to take on North Dakota and get that win today.
And Brown going to inbound it for the Lopes. Key offensive possession here after this timeout. First timeout of the fourth quarter from Coach Nicole Powell, as Deja Daniel has it at the top of the key, going one-on-one with Ranky. Back to Pierre, who re-enters this one for the Lopes. Again, only 2 points on the afternoon for Laura Pierre, the Lopes sophomore. As she passes that one to Brown. Brown thought about pulling up for three, thought better of it, as she separates herself from Claire Orth, as she'll pull up from in the paint, gets 2 points there. She now has 14 points on the night. As you take another look at the replay, getting past a very stellar North Dakota defense, as they've played phenomenal throughout this fourth quarter. Now right there is Tiana Brown once again making it look way too easy, coming away with her 13th and 14th points of the day. As Laura Pierre looks for the steal, she gets it. Mae Bryant picks it up, goes to Tiana Brown. Brown storming up the field. Lopes looking to wheel and deal here at the last second. Finds Deja Daniel, who gets the roll. You can't say enough about Deja Daniel, who came into the second half without any points under her belt, now has 12 points after this bucket.
And Brown is another player that we did not have on our team last year. She was at Eastern Arizona her freshman year, and that is another person I'm sure Coach is very proud about having.
And you can't say enough about how they've performed so far here tonight. As Brown, again, looking to make something happen. The Lopes defense not really stepping up on that last play. As North Dakota able to once again separate themselves. 6-point lead now after that last bucket. Another foul going against Orth. Claire Orth with their second personal foul of the night. As Carla Balagay will once again re-enter this one for the Lopes. Mae Bryant will take a seat. As Tiana Brown will once again inbound it in front of the Lopes bench. Again, only a 2-possession game. Up by 6 are the Fighting Hawks, as that one's going to be inbounded to Laura Pierre at the top of the key again, looking to reset here on offense. Carla Balagay, top of the key, finds Daniel, as she's going to get the foul call, and she'll shoot 2 from the line. So Deja Daniel being the key offensive player so far in these final minutes for Coach Powell and the Lopes. She'll look to come away with her 13th and 14th point here. Again, did not have a point coming into the third quarter. Currently has 12, as all Lopes up here in the GCU Arena once again for Deja Daniel, looking to cut into this 6-point lead for North Dakota.
Yeah, it seemed like she was in for a little bit during the first kind of half of the game, or first quarter actually of the game, and then she just wasn't out there. And now that she's been put back on the court, she's been doing a phenomenal job out there.
Lopes looking to rebound that last miss from Daniel. They won't find it, as Jarnett going to take it to the top of the key, going one-on-one with Piera. Again, a 5-point lead now for North Dakota. The Lopes continue to chip away here late. Jarnett thought about pulling up for three, won't find it. Claire Orth with the pass on the outside. Jacqueline Jarnett finds a hole, wheeling and dealing once again for North Dakota, unable to get the friendly roll. Moss with the rebound, who's going to find Tiana Brown, who's going to set things up here at the top of the key for the Lopes offense. Again, Brown with 14 points at the moment. We'll see if they turn to Deja Daniel. It looks like Brown's going to take it herself, gets the foul call. She'll go back to the line here for the Lopes. We'll see a couple of more Lopes up here. In this one, another timeout looks to be called, I believe, by the Lopes, their second timeout of the quarter. They trail this one by 5, 62-57. North Dakota looking for their first win of the season, looking to improve to 1-1 in the first two games. You're watching GCU women's basketball action right here on GCU TV.
Find your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable, and nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu.
Back here on GCU TV for the remainder minutes here in this showdown between the North Dakota Fighting Hawks and the GCU Lopes. It's a 5-point deficit for the Lopes. They trail 62-57, trying to improve to 2-0 on the season after a big 19-point win against Benedictine on Tuesday. But North Dakota has been fighting back both on offense and defense. We could talk about Fleeks, who again has 18 points in this one for North Dakota, but the Lopes offense looking to step up in a big way. You can't say enough about Deja Daniel in this second half, especially in this fourth quarter with 6 points alone, 13 points overall, as she is now neck and neck with Tiana Brown. She has 14 points, and of course Carla Ballagay and Tavia Rowell as well, producing in a big way offensively. But Tiana Brown from the free throw line is not going to get the roll there on that first attempt. The Lopes not quite as successful as North Dakota from the line here tonight. Again, all Lopes up here in the GCU arena. They'll look to come away with at least one bucket here, and they do nothing but net there from Brown. She now has 15 points on the night. Jarnett finds Orth. Claire Orth taking it up in the paint. Thought better of it, backs up against Ballagay. Ballagay looking to show her strength here as Jarnett just throws that one up at the last second, as it looks like Leet is not going to get the foul call, but it was last touched by the Lopes, so it will be inbounded underneath the basket by, it looks like, Jacqueline Jarnett.
Although the Lopes touched it last, that was a very good knockdown by Deja Daniels.
A few more substitutions as Moss will take a seat, as Tavia Rowell back in this one for the Lopes. Final 4.5 minutes. Coach Powell not wasting any time putting all of her stars here into this one. As Piera, Ballagay, Rowell, Brown, and Daniel, the key offensive scorers so far here tonight. All in the game at the moment as Megan Zander pulls up in the paint, making it look very easy for North Dakota late in this one as they regain their 6-point lead. Brown at the top of the key. Lopes have to make something happen, a big play here in these final 4 minutes if they want to come storming back. Rowell with already three-point shots here tonight. Brown goes into the paint, looks to take it herself, does not get the call, as that one's going to be put up by Daniel, but the foul call called before the Lopes.
And I don't know if you noticed, Jack, but when North Dakota came back out there on the court, they had a little bit more energy than they usually did.
Come storming out of the gates defensively after that last timeout, as Balagay will shoot from the line for the first time tonight. And once again, does not get the roll. Lopes not catching some breaks here late in this one. Again, trying to storm back a 6-point deficit at the moment, 64-58. As the second one goes in for Balagay. Balagay now with 11 points. First point for Balagay in the second half. She'll take a seat for the moment. Moss re-enters this one for Coach Powell. As Jacqueline Jarnett, 12 points in this one, 4 for 10 from the field. Gonna take this one up for North Dakota. Finds Xander, who finds Elena Jarnett. Back to Lane, Lane in the paint, won't get the roll. Rebounded, Xander is gonna get the call at the very last second, does not get the roll, but she'll go back to the line for North Dakota. Trying to regain their 7-point lead. They lead by 5 at the moment. Again, only a 2-possession game as this Lopes defense looks to shut down North Dakota's offense in the final 3.5 minutes.
And I think the girls just need to relax and slow down and look at all the options that they have out there and communicate well with each other for the last 3 minutes and about 40 seconds that they have out here on the court.
First one will not go for Xander. Again, Xander 5 points in this one, 2 from 8 from the field. Has been a key offensive factor so far here for North Dakota, as she'll go 1 for 2 from the line as they regain their 6-point lead, 65-59, 3.5 minutes left to go, 3 minutes and 35 seconds to be exact, as Holland gonna take it up, being aggressive, one-on-one with Jacqueline Jarnett. Moss finds a wide open Deja Daniel, and if you're North Dakota's defense, you can't let something like that happen. Deja Daniel been a wrecking crew so far here in the fourth quarter, wide open in the paint. No green or black to be seen in that frame, as this one gonna be taken up by Jarnett. Back to Ranke, Ranke inside to Xander, and Xander once again making an impact late. As it's a 6-point lead once again, 67-61. The Lopes defense, like I just mentioned, gonna have to step up in a big way here if they want to give their offense a chance to get right back in this one. 2-possession game. Rowell looking to take this one herself. Looking for Holland on the outside. Holland looking for the floater, doesn't find it, but it looks like she's gonna get called for a charge. And North Dakota gonna regain possession on offense, a key play in this game as Holland gets called for her first charge of the night. Full court press coming from the Lopes and Laura Piera, as she'll match up evenly against Ranke. Ranke at the top of the key for North Dakota, really trying to put the nail in the coffin here late. As that one's passed off to Xander. Xander finds Orth. Orth finds Jarnett in the corner. Jarnett misses, rebounded by Daniel. Here comes Tavia Rowell taking it herself, goes for the bucket, finds the glass, won't get the roll, but she does get the foul, and she'll go to the line as the Lopes offense looks to get fired up here in the final 2 minutes.
Coach has to appreciate how aggressive they are sticking with it, and these free throws that they are shooting are crucial and something they need to be consistent with. So let's hope that Tavia can help the team out here.
First one is good, as she now has 16 points on the night. And again, a 6-point lead, as Grand Canyon will take one more timeout here before the second free throw attempt. Again, 2-possession game. The Lopes have been quite successful thus far from downtown. They're going to need a couple of shots from downtown in these final 2 minutes if they're going to want to make a run at it. The defense is going to have to stop them as well. As we'll take a quick break here. You're watching GCU women's basketball right here on GCU TV.
Curiosity fuels you. It helps you understand the world around you. It's your guide through life. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Change is difficult, but Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. While businesses are being transformed by artificial intelligence and analytics, GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation and make sense of the world. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems and sharing your insights, you're helping to build a better tomorrow for you, your community, and your family.
Back here on GCU TV, Lopes looking to come storming back here as they only trail by 4 at the moment, and if you just missed it, a key offensive layup right there from the Lopes offense as they'll shoot another one from the line. It's looks like it's going to be Holland with that last score. Holland now with 3 points on the night, trying to make it 4, trying to make it a 3-point conversion here for the Lopes. Trying to make this a 1-possession game as the officials wipe down the court. Nobody wants to get hurt down there after that last play. But the Lopes missing their own free throw attempt, and Holland puts it right back up for the score, looking for the 3-point play here, trying to make this a 3-point game for the white and purple.
And if you look under the summary of Jada Holland and the GCU Athletics, there is not too much there. But after these games, there will be a lot more information of showing who she is.
So Holland missed that last attempt. She gets 2 free throw opportunities and makes both. And the Lopes only trail by 2 with 2 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. Full court press coming from the Lopes defense, looking for the steal. They'll find it. Holland unable to keep it as Jacqueline Jarnett able to secure that one for the white and green. Again, 67-65 as North Dakota will once again take another timeout. It's getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. It's 67-65 North Dakota. You're watching GCU women's basketball right here on GCU TV. Back here on GCU TV as North Dakota takes their second timeout here in quarter number 4. Both teams looking to re-strategize both offensively and defensively as the Lopes looking to once again chip away. They trailed by as much as 8 in this quarter with North Dakota's offense just seemingly being unstoppable in this fourth quarter. We mentioned Felix with her 20 points as Jacqueline Jarnett with 13 points as well. She takes it from the top of the key. Passes it off to Elena Jarnett. Jarnett looking to make something happen, looking to find someone in the paint. It looks like it was Jacqueline Jarnett as well, but they're going to come away with the travel and the turnover. So a golden opportunity here for the Lopes. 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. Full court press coming from the Fighting Hawks once again. It'll be a heartbreaking loss here for North Dakota. They weren't able to come away with a victory here after that very disappointing loss against the Wildcats. A steal here coming from, I believe, Ranke. Ranke coming away with her second steal of the night. We'll see who comes away with possession here. It's going to be North Dakota, so a huge defensive play in this game under 2 minutes for North Dakota's defense. And it looks like it's going to be Jacqueline Jarnett. Again, 13 points, 4 for 10 from the field tonight. Going to inbound this one. Full court press coming from the Lopes. Jarnett going to get the pass wide open. Zander looking to get the bucket. Does not get the roll. Rebounded by Daniel. And here come the Lopes. Tavia Rowell wasting no time. Looking for a wide open Laura Pierre. She's going to take it herself. And she gets the roll. How do you like that? Tavia Rowell getting the friendly roll as you take another look on the replay. Just throws it up, knocks it down for the British Columbia native.
Amazing execution.
All knotted up
Amazing
at
execution.
76. As that one's going to be rebounded by Jarnett. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, doesn't get the fall. And once again, here come the Lopes and Tavia Rowell. Rowell looking to take it herself. Pulls up for 2, does not get the roll. as that one once again just short to not get enough backspin on that one. Going to be taken back up by Ranky. Ranky slowing things down here for North Dakota as we have 60 seconds remaining in this one. Havoc's on their feet here in the GCU Arena as they look to blow the roof off this place late. Megan Zander with the pass inside to Ranky. Ranky 2-on-1. Gonna get stripped by, it looked like Laura Piera. Holland gonna take it herself, looking to slow things down. She thought better of it. Looked like she was gonna take things herself. Trying to isolate the clock here. 35 seconds remaining. All knotted up at 67. Mano a mano between North Dakota and Grand Canyon University. Laura Piera, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Going one-on-one with Jacqueline Jarnett. Looking to make something happen. 5 seconds left on the clock. Pass alongside Rowell for three. Unable to connect, 14 seconds remaining. North Dakota looking to take the lead, and they're gonna get fouled by Holland. Smart foul from Holland there at the last second, and a timeout's gonna be called by the Lopes. An excellent timeout taken there from Coach Nicole Powell. Things are getting very exciting here in the final 12 seconds of this game. 67-67. We'll see if the Lopes can pull this one out. You're watching GCU women's basketball action right here on GCU TV.
I'm Jeff. I'm earning my Bachelor of Arts in Christian Studies online from GCU. My biggest challenge coming back into school after taking a 15-year break was insecurity. Insecurity that I didn't know how to write a paper, I didn't know how to study anymore. The way that the program is structured, I can kind of grow into the classes, and that really gave me the confidence to be successful. I'm a working professional. I've got a job that demands 40 to 60 hours a week from me. Because of the online structure, I can still get things done. I can still have a life. It allows me to knock out courses when I can. I think my time at GCU is gonna help me be a better father, be a better person, be a better disciple. I spent years thinking that I could never do this. So now, the fact that I'm about to graduate, I feel like I achieved something that I never thought I was gonna be able to.
Find your purpose at G.
Back here on GCU TV, 10 seconds remaining as an amazing defensive stab there from Deja Daniel with the swat. No foul called, but it does go out of bounds. North Dakota will inbound it from underneath the basket, but a huge defensive stop there for Deja Daniel. As it looks like Carla Balagay gonna re-enter this one for the final 7.5 seconds. We take another look there. Swatting that one away from Fleeks. Fleeks has been a thorn in the side for the Lopes throughout this entire game as North Dakota once again going to take another timeout. 7.5 seconds remaining, 67-67. Will the Lopes be able to pull off an epic win here this afternoon in the GCU Arena? There's only one way to find out. Stick around for the final 7.5 seconds as you're watching GCU women's basketball right here on GCU TV.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Back here on GCU TV, 7.5 seconds remaining in this one. 67-67 between GCU and North Dakota. North Dakota looking to stick the knife in the back of the Lopes here in the final seconds as it looks like Ranky will inbound it. Looking to come away with the final laugh here as it's going to be stripped away by Holland. 5 seconds remaining and another timeout is going to be called by Coach Powell. Both North Dakota and GCU doing a tremendous job wasting the rest of their timeouts here, leaving them in these final seconds where they need them the most. 5 minutes, 5.3 seconds remaining in this one. 67-67, the steal there from Holland. Another great defensive play, a very timely defensive play from the Lopes. And Marley, things are getting very exciting, very dicey here in these final 5 seconds as the Lopes have a chance to pull away with the final shot here in regulation.
You are right, Jack. Everyone is on their feet up here. The band is playing loud. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. You're sitting on the edge of your seat. I'm pretty sure everyone listening and watching at home are doing the same thing. So let's see how they execute this and how they finish this game off.
Again, 5 seconds remaining. The Lopes have possession at midcourt after that steal from Holland. It'll be interesting to see who they give the ball to. Obviously, Tavia Rowell with the 19 points, 6 for 16 from the field, 3 for 7 from downtown. Tiana Brown's been excellent to this point as well with her 15 points, 6 from 8 from the field. Deja Daniel, again, has been the wrecking crew for the Lopes here in this fourth quarter. 15 points, 7 for 15 from the field. It'll be interesting to see who gets the last shot. You can't sleep on Laura Pierre either. She only has 2 points in this one. But also a key offensive factor you got to think about there, as things are, well, it's about to get very loud, to say the least, here inside the GCU Arena. Again, a packed house here. Again, GCU take on the Fighting Illini. The men's hoops team does. At 7 o'clock with 5 seconds remaining. Brown has it. Brown gonna take it in the paint. Brown looking for the roll, doesn't get it. And the buzzer goes off, and that's gonna be the end of regulation between the Lopes and the Fighting Hawks, and the Fighting Hawks have done just that. They have fought throughout this entire game, as we are getting free basketball here in Phoenix. Overtime action between the Lopes and the Fighting Hawks.
That's right, Jack. We didn't think it was going to come to this, but we're very, very excited that it has. And hopefully GCU can make some plays and make an execution and make those free throws if that's what it comes to.
And of course, the Lopes with a 6-0 run in the final minutes to nod this one up at 67 apiece. We'll be right back with overtime action here in Phoenix, Arizona, inside the GCU Arena, right here on GCU TV.
You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. And as an RN, you delight in sharing it. But there's always room to grow. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves. Healthcare has made significant advancements, and GCU teaches you how to prepare for the future. By applying that knowledge, you're able to stay up to date with the latest medical technologies. And since GCU's nursing programs are online, you can access your program from anywhere, so you're always there for those most important.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Well, it's time to get ready for some overtime action here on GCU TV. 67-67 between North Dakota and the Lopes. Deja Daniel going to tip this one off for the Lopes. Looks like she's going to go up against Ranky. As the Lopes are ready, North Dakota's ready, and let's do it here in overtime. Laura Piera with possession, setting things up here on offense. 5-minute overtime period. Again, the Lopes looking to avoid their first loss of the season. Deja Daniel continuing her momentum right off the bat with another score. She now has 17 points on the night, and it's 69-67. So we'll see if the Lopes defense can capitalize here. Again, all these kids in the crowd being treated to 5 quarters at least here on this Friday afternoon. Definitely a good one to come out to, as Jarnett looking for the pass on the outside, finds Ranky at the top of the key. Ranky one-on-one with Balagay inside the paint, does not get the roll, no foul called. Daniel picks it up. Rowell's going to take it at the top of the key. The Lopes got to be smart here, up by 2, trying to find a sizable lead here in overtime. Piera going to find Brown. Brown finds Holland. Holland looking to make something happen on the outside of the key. Going to go for the layup, does not get the roll, but she does get the call. So she'll go on the line for 2, trying to give the Lopes a 4-point cushion here. Holland 2 for 2 thus far from the line.
These are some crucial points right here for GCU. And Jada Holland has been someone they can lean on so far. So let's see if she can keep it up for the Lopes here at the arena.
Dead silence here in the GCU Arena. All Lopes up here for the Havocs. First one misses, as the Lopes will look to take at least a 3-point lead here before this next North Dakota possession. We'll see if they can rebound if they don't make this shot. Deja Daniel being very aggressive down there by the paint, as that one floats in for Holland. Full court press once again for the Lopes. Jarnett being very aggressive, taking that one down to midcourt. Thought better of it as she re-strategizes at the top of the key. One-on-one with Holland. Gets the pick. Jornet to Ranky. Ranky does not get the roll. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up. Gets blocked, but does get the foul, so Ranky will go to the line as North Dakota looks to at least chip this lead to at least one, trying to make it 70-69.
And like I mentioned earlier, Balagay said that the team is a lot more positive this year, and it definitely shows out there on the court as they work together.
The Havocs were dead silent moments ago for Holland's free throw attempts. Not quite the same for Ranky, as they'll let her here, but she nails the first one down to make it a two-possession game yet again, trying to make it a 70-69 game here with 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this overtime period. And she does just that, as the Lopes now lead it by one. Piera, top of the key, one-on-one with Claire Orth. Passes that one off to Holland. Holland to Brown. Brown looking for the long distance call, won't find it. And North Dakota now with a golden opportunity to take at least a 1-point lead. Jornal from downtown, she nails it, and they now lead by two. It's 72-70. So a big shot from North Dakota late in this game. Still 3.5 minutes left here in overtime as Brown looking to set up the offense, down by two. Looks for Holland, great play there. She won't get the roll, just a little too much oomph there going up for the layup. And North Dakota now has a chance to give themselves a sizable advantage. Jarnell to Ranky, doesn't get the call. Slapped away by Deja Daniel. Holland looking for Piera. Holland to Deja Daniel on the outside. It looked like Claire Orth was a bit confused there, looking to set up Laura Piera. Didn't see Deja Daniel on the other side as Holland finds Deja Daniel in the paint. Deja Daniel now with 19 points on the night, as she has now matched Tavia Rowell for the most in this game. That one not going to go in favor of North Dakota, as once again Deja Daniel comes away with the rebound. She comes up limping on that last play though, so we'll see if she's okay.
From the beginning to the end of that last play for the GCU Lopes, it was executed very well. And we got to give props to Jada Holland, who read the court really well.
And does it once again right there for a hobbling Deja Daniel, who seems to be doing this on 1 foot at the moment. Definitely something to watch out for. She now has 21 points. 74-72 lead now for the Lopes. Just under 2 minutes as Jarnell finds Ranky. Ranky back to Zander. Again, Megan Zander's been a very key player offensively here tonight for North Dakota. Ranky gets the rebound and gets the foul call, and she'll go to the line for two, looking to nod this game up at 74 apiece as the Lopes continue to shoot themselves in the foot defensively with some of these foul calls.
And Deja Daniels is not looking too good right now, but she has done a tremendous job here this afternoon for GCU, as everyone is applauding her as she comes off of the court.
So Deja Daniel will have to keep an eye on that as she limps off the court. And it looks like she's going to take a seat at the end of the bench. Without a doubt, the key offensive player in this second half with her 19 points. As the Havocs once again on their feet as that first free throw is missed by Jarnett. A key miss there for North Dakota. Again, 1 minute and 46 seconds remaining in this one. Trying to do everything they can to climb back in this game. Second one from the line is good, and it's a 1-point game. And Elena Jarnett is going to check into this one for her sister Jacqueline Jarnett. So an eye for an eye there. Brown, inbound to Piera. Defended by Ranky. Again, Piera has been able to set up some key offensive plays here tonight, despite only coming away with 2 scores. Tavia Rowell, top of the key, back to Balagay. Balagay looking for Piera. Piera looking to make something happen from long distance. Thought about pulling up from the line. Goes to Balagay, who gets the roll. Wheeling and dealing once again is Carla Balagay in the paint to give the Lopes a 3-point cushion.
The excitement still going on here in the arena. Everyone on their feet, getting loud.
Jarnan at the top of the key finds Xander. Xander gets the roll. It's a one-possession game yet again, 76 to 75. Holland takes it up for the Lopes. Holland again, 6 points, 1 from 6 from the field, 1 for 2 from three-point range. Lopes looking for that one final shot to put the nail in the coffin. Rowell to Pierre. That one's going to be stripped away by Ranky. Ranky looking to take it to the house, and she does not get the roll, but it's last touched by Balagay off of her foot. So North Dakota again with a very solid chance here to take at least a 1-point lead here with 34.5 seconds remaining.
And this is a crazy game, Jack. They're just going back and forth between each other. 1 point, 2 point. So let's hope that GCU stays strong through all of this and sticks to who they are.
Big play in this game, 34.5 seconds remaining. Lopes lead it by 1, but North Dakota is threatening. Inbounded to Xander. Xander looking to take it herself against Balagay. Puts it up off the backboard. A very vintage shot from Megan Xander to put her team up by 1, 77 to 76. 25 seconds remaining, and Coach Nicole Powell is going to take yet another timeout. 25 seconds remaining. It's 77-76. North Dakota looking to come away with an upset victory as you are watching GCU women's basketball right here on GCU TV.
One more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
25 seconds remaining here in overtime. 77-76 in favor of the North Dakota Fighting Hawks. Again, looking to come away with a thrilling victory here on the road in front of the Havocs. A very tough thing to do inside the GCU arena. But the Lopes have fought valiantly, have had multiple leads in this overtime period. As Carla Balagay coming away with a big point moments ago. Tavia Rowell with 19 points of her own. Deja Daniel ends up limping and ends up leaving this game with her 19 points. So something definitely to look out for going into the latter stages of this season. But Laura Piera, 15 seconds left. That one's going to be stripped away, and they're going to have to foul her right away, and they do. So Laura Piera looking to come away with a big-time score here late, gets stripped by Jarnan. And it looks like North Dakota is going to go to the line with 12 seconds remaining, up by 1. So North Dakota with 2 key free throw attempts here to try to put them up by 3. So Laura Pierre is going to take a seat with her 5th personal foul as Mae Bryant re-enters this one. Again, 2 very important free throw attempts here for North Dakota. They've been pretty solid thus far here tonight from the line, as it's going to be Jacqueline Jarnett, who's going to miss her first attempt. That's a huge miss for North Dakota, and I think Jacqueline knows it. Second one is in, 78-76. 10 minutes remaining, 10 seconds remaining, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Lopes looking for the final shot. Holland looking to make something happen. Finds Balagay at the buzzer. Does not get the roll, and that's how this game is going to end inside the GCU arena. A very heartbreaking loss for the Lopes. A 78-76 victory for North Dakota. And I think that's the 2 words that is going to summarize this game for the Lopes. Very heartbreaking. He had the lead throughout the first 3 quarters, had the lead at halftime, 33-30. But you can't say enough about North Dakota's offense. Fleek stepping up in a big way, 23 points, 5 from 13 from the field, and Megan Xander making her impact late, as well as Jacqueline Jarnan also comes away with 20 points of her own, 7 from 15 from the field. A big foul call at the end, a big steal from Jacqueline Jarnan, able to get that one away from Laura Pierre in the final seconds.
Yes, Jack, it is very heartbreaking, but we had to commemorate the team on how hard they worked. they became more dynamic. They reached their goals. They kept the momentum going, and they represented their logo for sure about being about it this season.
Definitely very competitive game through and throughout tonight. You can't say enough about the second half performance from Deja Daniel. Comes up limping with a leg injury in the final moments, but 19 points in the second half after coming away with none in the first half. And Carla Balagay, 13 points as well. Tavia Rowell, almost perfect from downtown, 3 for 5 from three-point range. Just wasn't enough here tonight. And of course, the final score again, North Dakota 78, the Lopes 76. Thank you for tuning in. The Lopes will be back next Thursday night at 7 p.m. to face Southern Utah. And don't forget, later tonight, men's hoops are back in action as they take on the Fighting Illini, Illinois. Check it all out here on GCU TV as they look to bounce back from their loss against Davenport on Tuesday. Remember to follow Grand Canyon University on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. From everybody here at GCU TV, alongside Marley Thompson, I'm Jack O'Hara saying have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your weekend. And as always, go Lopes.